10, Ryan Neff. Number 11, Josh Ringsborg. Number 12, Ethan Nichols. Number 13, Cooper Renfro. Number 15, Kyle Gracie. Number 16, Scott Hastings. Number 19, Drew Jackson. Number 20, Alex Albright. Number 21, Devin House. Number 22, Michael Wheeler. Number 27, Michael Collado. Jack Cook. Parker Mitchell. Brooks Wallace. And now for the starting lineup for your
phone's coming to you.
Leading off in center field, number 2, Nick Miner.
Telephone behind you.
Batting second, number 9, first baseman, Brendan Bickler. Batting third, pitching, number 17, Matt Bernstein. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter, number 28, Patrick Comet. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 8, Alex Jackson. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 25, Bryce Verbank. Batting seventh, in right field, number 5, Jack Dignam. At shortstop, batting eighth, number 18, Jimmy Glowinky. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 3, Dawson Shelburne. And on the mound tonight for the Marauders, number 14, Ashton Eastley. The Marauders are led by head coach Jeff Sherman, assistant coaches Kevin Williamson, Casey Baker, and Josh Fuel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy the ball game.
Of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
And welcome into... Really? Welcome into Marauder Field, where tonight the Marcus Marauders will take on the visiting Allen Eagles in a District 6 6A matchup. These two squads, both outstanding baseball teams. Marcus led by head coach Jeff Sherman. The Allen Eagles are led by, as I open another coach. Allen is led by Paul Cole. And his staff includes Jeremy Wilson, Rocky Rivera, and Adam Gumpf. Of course, for Jeff Sherman's staff, it's Kevin Williamson, the assistant coach, pitching coach, Casey Baker, and Josh Fuel. Kyler Murray, the all-sport stud out of Allen, will lead off. He will bat in the designated hitter position for the Allen Eagles. Marcus 1-0 in district after a win last week over the Louisville Fighting Farmers. We'll set the Marcus defense for you. The pitcher is Ashton Easley behind the plate, Matt Bernstein. First base, Brendan Venter, Alex Jackson at second, Jimmy Glowenke at short, and Dawson Shelburne over at third base. Around from left to right, curveball, drops in for a strike. It's Bryce Verplank, Nick Miner, and Jack Dignam in the outfield. That goes from left field to right field. Easley taking the mound. Second curveball, misses inside, runs the count to 1-1 on the all-world baseball, football. I suppose this guy can pretty much do anything, Kyler Murray. The 1-1 fastball fouled straight back at us. It's going to be a very busy week in Marcus Marauder baseball lore as they play tonight. They play tomorrow night, and the Mound Showdown. That is curveball inside, misses, 2-2's the count. That is a to be determined, as they are calling for rain tomorrow night, so we'll see if that one's going to happen or not. And then again on Friday, I believe there is a game. It's Plano West. 2-2 from Easley. Fastball fouled off, right side out of play. So we will do it all over again with a 2-2 count. We're in the top of the first inning. Welcome you in here to Marauder Field. Gorgeous night. Wind out of the south, probably about 5 to 10. Here's the pitch. Hit towards third. Fielded by Dawson Shelburne. On to Brendan Venter at first base. And the first out has been recorded, and frankly a very dangerous out put on the board for the Marcus Marauders and Kyler Murray. So one down. Eric Edwards, the right fielder, will come to the plate for the Allen Eagles. Stats tonight provided by Patrick Kometz's father. Tell me your first name again. Brian Kometz, and we want to thank him for, and that's stats only for Marcus. We really don't care about Allen, frankly, up here. So we'll get to those offensive stats in a moment. First pitch from Easley, straight up, back. Listen, everyone. Yep, there's the first window. So Easley ahead in the count on the two-hole hitter, Eric Edwards. And the third pitch is a strike, and down goes Edwards. Cody Warnley will head to the plate for the Allen Eagles. So far, 2 up, 2 down in the top of the first. First pitch is a called strike. Ashton Easley continues to work ahead in the count. Second pitch, rears back. Here's a fly to center field. Ranging over and getting under it, Nick Miner, and he will squeeze the third out of the inning. So a very easy inning for Ashton Easley, and the Marcus Marauders will head to the bottom of the first inning. When we get there, it'll be Nick Miner, Brendan Venter, and Matt Bernstein for Marcus. Back in a moment here on CSR TV.
We are proud supporters of Marcus Baseball. Come see us at our new location in Flower Mound, 3205 Justin Road, right.
Thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow at Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio. your home for championship social media. In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate info.
I can talk to you. We're in solo right now, so they can't hear me. Everything good out there?
Yep, everything's good. So
No?
far, so good.
All right, we're back in a moment.
972-851-7888.
Back at Marauder Field. We head to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the Allen Eagles is Cole Maxwell. Maxwell, a sophomore. Starting, must be a pretty good pitcher if he's going to throw against this squad.
Center fielder, number 2, Nick Miner.
Nick Miner to the plate for the Marauders. Miner will dig in from the left side of the plate, or the right side, left side as we look at it. First pitch, fastball high and inside. Here comes the second pitch. Another fastball up high. 2 balls, no strikes on the batter, Nick Miner. From the windup, here's the pitch from Maxwell. Down low, 3-0 count. Nick Miner is not the guy you want to stick on first base to start this game without having to make him swing the bat. Here comes the 3-0. Fastball right down the middle. Sherman having Miner hold up on the pitch. He'll step back in, 3 balls and a strike on the center fielder. Hit, nub towards third, short, throw on to first, and they got him by a step. Oh! Well, I missed that one. Boy, Nick Miner beats that one out. The shortstop not able to get the ball out of his glove fast enough. And that's Mason LaPlante. Wow. Miner beat that one out. And, of course, immediately heading out to challenge this one is Paul Coe. I don't believe it's going to be successful, but what's the consensus in here? I know we're a little bit biased, but did I call that quick? He did appear to be safe? Okay. I will say it was hard for me to see through the – can we get that taken out, the window frame? Paul, the support beam? Yeah, whatever. It keeps our roof on. Yeah, that's it. So Miner on with a base hit. Oh. Interesting. Well then, guys, I guess I was right. I'm the only one not partial. Brendan Venner's up, so that'll go 6-3 on Nick Miner. First out of the inning recorded for Maxwell. From the windup to Venter. Swing and a high fastball. He goes right through it. Behind in the count. No balls and a strike on the very strong number 2 hitter for the Marcus Marauders. Marauders 1-0 in district. This is game number 2. They tried to get it in on Saturday at 2 locations, both here at Marauder Field and then at Allen. And now Ventnor's going to take a ball on the side, and the umpire says, "You didn't try to move." And Sherman now is just beside himself. Here he comes. So they're going to talk about this one. Ventnor, he did not move to get out of the way, but he did turn his shoulder to protect himself. And he did not lean over the plate. Jeff Sherman is very animated out there, to say the least. You can see him on the camera. He's already hot. Apparently, the umpire didn't get his AARP discount early enough tonight. So that'll run the count even to 1-1. Maxwell to the mound. Pitch, swing, high fastball, and that one's up in the eyes of Ventnor and can't catch up with it. Ventnor, then Bernstein. Minor already put out at first on, we've already had 2 calls go against us here in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first, excuse me. Pitch from Maxwell. This is a fly ball shafted. It may get down for a hit. Shortstop ranging out, and he makes the play. Nice over-the-shoulder play by Mason LaPlante, the shortstop, and Brendan Ventnor is retired.
Now batting the catcher, number 17, Matt Bernstein.
Matt Bernstein, the catcher for the Marcus Marauders, heads to the plate. Bernstein. All right, these are by first name. Hitting .407 on the young season. Takes a fastball up high. You did. You sorted them by first A.
No, Game Changer does.
What do you mean that's how Game Changer? Come on, Brian. Here's a shot towards right field. Line drive will be swallowed up by the right fielder, Eric Edwards, and 1, 2, 3, and 2 of them questionable. But we go to the top of the second inning. No score from Marauder Field. Back in a moment on Champion Sports Radio Television. Does that sound right? CSR TV. We'll just call it that. Back in a moment.
gdyo.org/jazz.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Back at Marauder Field. Back at Marauder Field in the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Allen Eagles, it will be Alex McDonald, the catcher. First pitch from Easley, fastball down low for a strike. Thought I was going to say ball, didn't you, fans? We have a bigger strike zone. This guy may not be able to call a hit batter, but he definitely gives us a strike zone. Fastball hit towards short. Jimmy Glowinski across, dives for it, but not able to come up. And there's the first hit of the game for the Allen Eagles in the person of Alex McDonald.
Now batting number 16, second baseman, Tanner Geyer-Matthew.
Tanner Geyer-Matthew up now for Allen. Oh, did they switch runners? Did not see it. Hold on. We'll see if we can figure. We have a courtesy runner at first for the catcher. We'll try and get you that number in a moment. From the stretch for the first time easily, they'll fake the bunt. It's a fastball right down the pipe as Easley continues to pound the strike zone for the Marcus Marauders. Cautious lead at first. Pitch. Down low in the dirt. Bernstein blocks it. Runs the count even to 1-1. Raising Cane's prides itself on being a great community partner with the schools and organizations that are within the communities we serve. We are proud supporters of Marcus Baseball. Come see our new location in Flower Mound, 3205 Justin Road behind Lowe's. Here's a bunt, play to first, and the sacrifice goes 5-3. Runner moves down to second base. Did we get confirmation on his number, Brian? Not yet. Don't have confirmation on the runner, but one out recorded.
Number 10, Aaron Strammel.
Aaron Strammel. We'll dig in from the right side of the plate for the Allen Eagles. Easily, fastball misses up high. All right, so we found out who our courtesy runner is. That would be number 24, Austin Cernasek. Down at second. Easily with the 1-0. Here comes the pitch. High leg kick, fastball, beats him up high. Swing and a miss from Aaron Strammel. Camden Harrison on deck for Allen. Second pitch. Check that. Third pitch is a curveball that misses just down low. 2 balls and a strike on the number 6 hitter, Aaron Strammel. Easily will peer in, get the Bernstein signal. They're working in behind him at second. No pickoff. High leg kick, curveball. This one drops in. Throw down to second is going to be a little late. Bernstein with a quick snap, but unfortunately on the second base side of second base, not able to make a tag, is Jimmy Glowinski. And hustling back in is number 24, Austin Cernasek. Easily peers in. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses out wide and low. Runs the count full at 3-2. 1 out. We're in the top of the second inning. No score from Marauder Field. Doug Branch here on CSR TV. Swing and a miss. And the strikeout recorded by Easley, his second of the game. 2 down here in the top of the second. Coming to the plate, Camden Harrison.
Number 4, Camden Harrison.
On deck, Dylan Ditzenberger. Wouldn't you love to grow up with that name? Easily again from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball called strike down low on the outside corner, and Easily continues to pound the strike zone and get ahead in the count. He'll step off, and Bernstein will go out to check with his pitcher. Again, defense for Marcus around the infield from left to right. It's Shelburne, Glowinski, Jackson, and Venter around the outfield. Verplank, Miner, and Dignam. Your battery, Ashton Easley and Matt Bernstein. Guess I should set the defense for Allen, but we'll do that after this strikeout. I'm calling it. Calling it strikeout. All right, we've got a ground out to second base. Anybody want to take that? We've got a fly ball to right field. So we got 3. Here we go. Here's the pitch from Easley. Curveball. Actually interesting, the batter stuck his knee out trying to get it to hit it. And it drops inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the second. Easily to the chest. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled off right field. Can the first baseman Venter get there? Oh, he just misses it. A full stretch dive for Brendan Venter. Can't come up with it. Lost his hat, but he'll be okay. And we'll reset with a ball and 2 strikes on the batter. Camden Harrison, the center fielder. 5-hole hitter, Mr. House. How did you say that name? Geyer Matthey. Okay. Just misses. And the Marauder faithful here wanted a strike there. A hit in the inning. That runner is at second after a sacrifice. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the offering. Curveball just stays up high. Runs it full. Ashton Easley's definitely getting a workout on the pitching side, as he's had a couple of full counts. Harrison battling Easley. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled off, back to the screen. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. From the belt. Easley to the plate. Fouled off one more time. Nice at bat from Camden Harrison to stay alive. A couple of good pitches from Ashton Easley. On the young season, Marauders are 8-2 overall, 1-0 in district. Check the pitching numbers on Easley. He's already thrown 13 innings, got a couple of victories. Giving up, the ball fouled off of the plate one more time. Giving up 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. 6 walks, which you want to try and cut down on there, but 7 strikeouts. Besides Ethan Nichols, Easley has thrown the most innings for this Marcus Marauder squad. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter Harrison. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit into left field. This is going to get down and score a run. Going into second, play there and not in time. I'm going to have to call that a single and then a error in the outfield, or you're just going to call it a straight double? Double. Okay, we'll call it a straight double for Camden Harrison. Harrison puts the Allen Eagles on the board here in the top of the second as the courtesy runner, Cernasek, scores from second.
Now batting third baseman, number 17, Dylan Ditzenberger.
And that name we know and love. Ditzenberger heads to the plate. Still from the stretch, Ditzenberger will step out. It's kind of a ditzy move. Y'all were waiting on that one, weren't you? Huh? 17. First pitch misses for a ball. Well, I can't help it. My light, hold on. I don't want to pull anything out because then we're off the air. Ow, that's hot. Pick off at second. Ball's dropped, but a nice turn and throw to Glewenke from Nick Miner. Or check that, that's Ashton Easley. Miner is under the 390 sign in center field. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball just high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes on the hitter, Dylan Ditzenberg. Ditzenberg, the third baseman for the Allen Eagles. Ball 3. Easley struggling a little bit here in the top of the second to now find the strike zone. He was pounding it in the first. Having trouble here. Mason LaPlante up next, the shortstop. Fastball, called strike. 3-1, 2 outs, runner on second. A run across already for the Allen Eagles. Easley, fastball, misses down low, and he issues the walk. The free pass to Ditzenberger. That'll put runners at first and second, with Mason LaPlante, the shortstop, headed to the plate for the Eagles.
Shortstop number 5, Mason LaPlante.
LaPlante. Is that from like New Orleans? LaPlante. Inspector Lepieux. LaPlante. Okay. Tries to bunt. Ball's missed outside, but he pulls the bat back, and it's ball 1 on LaPlante. I feel like I should be eating a beignet. LaPlante. A croissant with LaPlante. I like that. Pitch misses, swings through, and fouls off the pitch. 1-1 now, Easley back even in the count with 2 outs here in the top of the second. From the belt, pitch. Misses low with a fastball. To LaPlante. David House with the pronunciation that we're going with tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a complaint, at David House on Twitter. Pitch from Easley. Shot third. Nice play. Can he step on the bag in time? He does. Nice job by Dawson Shelburne to extricate Ashton Easley from a problem. Don't ask me to spell extricate. I just know that it means get out of it. So we head to the bottom of the second. The Allen Eagles put 1 across on 1 hit. They leave 2 on. Back in a moment with the bottom of the second and the Marcus Marauders here on CSR TV.
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for Team Middle Management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Back at Marauder Field, Patrick Komet steps in, the designated hitter for the Marauders. First swing, right over the top of an off-speed pitch for Komet, who comes to the plate. Now that I understand how this works, I'll find a Patrick easier, I think. Hitting .400 on the season. Second pitch, fastball, ooh, just misses on the outside corner. That looked pretty good, but it runs the count even to 1-1. On Komet. Here's the pitch from Maxwell. Wind up. Curveball hits him. Oh, this time they're going to give him the base. What a great call by the umpire there. I'm surprised their coach isn't coming out and asking why he didn't call the same thing. So, Komet is hit.
Brendan turned. Patrick just stood there.
Now batting second baseman, number 8, Alex Jackson.
And Alex Jackson will take the plate. Jackson hitting .318 on the young season. Got 6 singles and a double from the left side of the plate. Swimsuit model Patrick Clements down at first. Three. Come on, Lori, we're waiting. Out to the mound to talk about it is Paul Coe with his pitcher, Cody Maxwell. That is his name, right, Cody? Cole Maxwell. Guess I don't have to get everything right, do I? Cody? Right. I guess I should get my scorebook. There it is. You know I can't let a good thing die, Lori. Sorry. Komet's down at first, plus speed. From the left side, it's Alex Jackson. No outs. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high and wide. They're calling a balk. And Kometz blazes down to second base. It was. He had a big lead. Kometz had a huge lead. You could tell he was going, and the pitcher could not take it. The sophomore Maxwell flinched. Kometz down at second. So there was the pitch on Jackson. Squares to bunt. It's up high. He'll pull it back. So 1 ball. The first one was a dead ball, correct? Yep. So we got a ball and no strikes on the batter, Jackson, as it was a dead ball in the balk. Here's the pitch. Misses again up high. Trying to overthrow the ball. Unfortunately, Cole Maxwell can't hit the plate. 2 balls and no strikes on Alex Jackson, the second baseman. And he thinks it's ball 4. Apparently, he does not understand that the balk goes down as a no pitch. It was a ball in his mind. But it does officially take 4 balls to walk. Unless you're in New York. Pitch. There you go. Now he's on. And good thing, because I had already marked across BB in my scorebook. He fooled me also, I'll be honest. I like that you can actually on Game Changer, folks, if you're at home, you can, if you're a little squeamish, you can listen to me, but you can watch on Game Changer. Or you can listen to me and watch on Champion Sports Radio TV or CSR TV. See, I always mess that up. CSR TV. I'm so used to saying Champion Sports Radio, but it's CSR TV. And just because it's Allen, we do want to protect the innocent, so that's why we've gone ahead and put them out of focus on the mound. It's not your fault, Taylor. It's because the screen keeps it from being right. We don't want to give them any more publicity than they need. Perfect. You're working hard out there, Taylor. Thank you, sir. Taylor, what's your last name?
Wilson.
Taylor Wilson joining me here tonight, Doug Branch, from Marauder Field in Flower Mound. Nationally ranked Marcus Marauders. Bryce Verplank headed to Oklahoma State will step in. 6'5", 215. Misses the fastball inside, does Maxwell. Verplank ahead in the count. A ball and no strikes. 2 runners on. Wouldn't be a bad thing to see a shot to the gap right here off the bat of Verplank. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Hard to lay off that ball, but Verplank, a patient hitter. Digs back in from the right side. Maxwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Verplank was right on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Verplank. Now I got to believe he's going to see something off speed. We'll see how he handles it. Commence down at second. Over at first, it's Alex Jackson with speed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch from Maxwell. Fastball hit towards second. Verplank's going to have to go to beat the double play, and he gets there. Oh, no, I disagree with that. Sure looked like he got there. The 6'5" senior beat it down the line, but not able to avoid the double play as Jackson is
Right fielder, number 5, Jack Dignam.
run up at second base. And moving down to third is Komet, so a pass ball could potentially score him. Jack Digman, the right fielder, will step in as Maxwell will go from the windup. Here's the pitch to the left-hander, Dignam. Dignam hitting, well, just a little under 200 on the season. Fastball misses up high, and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball misses low and outside on Dignam. 3-0 count on the right fielder, Jimmy Glowacki, a very dangerous hitter, up next for the Marcus Marauders. 3 balls, no strikes. Runner down at third is Kometz. Here's the pitch. Misses. Doesn't miss. The slider catches the inside corner. I guess I'm the only one who thought that was a ball. He's going to something off speed here. I could see it in his glove. Turned it over. Hit the outside corner with it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That ball had a little tail on it coming outside. Dignam now down to his last pitch. Here it is. Fouls it off to the right-hand side. Check that left side back to the fence. And we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs on the 7-hole hitter, Jack Digman. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And the Marauders trail by 1. 1-0 to the visiting Allen Eagles. I must say this is a much better day to play this game than it was on Saturday. Here comes the 3-2. Ball 4. Nice at bat for Jack Digman. Draws the walk. Runners on the corner. We'll have to see here if the Riverboat Gambler, Jeff Sherman, puts Digman in motion and they try to get Kometz to the plate. Or just a straight steal I'm hearing from Brian Kometz. If he does that, somebody snapped his Speedo. Look for Lori to come in on that one. Pitch to Glowacki, way up high. I'm not sure Manute Bol could have got a bat on that one. Or if you're a big NBA D-League fan, Simbular, the 7'5" man of humanity from India playing for the Reno Bighorns. Yeah. Who are the Reno Bighorns? Right, exactly. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back by Glowacki. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Marauders. They trail by 1. 2-out base hit here would be huge from Jimmy Glowacki. The sophomore transfer from Keller, I believe Timberview is what somebody had told me. Fastball misses, or the slider, misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now on Glowacki. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Kometz at third, Digman down at first. Here's the pitch. Hit center field hard. Center fielder going back. It's over his head. Glowinski smacks it. This will score 2 easily. Here comes Digman. Glowinski triggering for third. Throw to third, over the third baseman. No, he's able to get it. Glowinski's in with a diving triple, and just like that, 1-2 out hit puts the Marauders back in front. Center fielder did not expect the carry that he got. It was Camden Harrison, and Harrison, unfortunately, not able to retreat quick enough on the Glowinski bomb to center field, and that'll do it for the pitcher. We got a timeout in the action. While we've got that, let me go ahead and pay some bills. Hey, Drew, how do I read this one? A family tradition serving Flower Mound since 1985. We offer rehearsal, dinner, birthday, and catering packages. It's Salerno's. True taste, true Italian. Also visit our sister restaurant, The Grotto in Highland Village, specializing in steaks, seafood, and much more. A 4-star adventure at Salerno's Italian restaurant and The Grotto in Highland Village. Who do we have in pitching? J.P. Casey is going to come into pitch, relieving Cole Maxwell, who went all of 1 2/3. So we'll make a mark here that we had a pitching change. J.P. Casey in for Cole Maxwell. Can't close the book on him yet because Glowinski is down at third, just 90 feet away from another Marcus Marauder run. Pitcher continues to loosen up on the mound. That's J.P. Casey. Casey is a senior right-hander with long flowing locks. Velocity, I would say, is in the lower 80s as he's warming up. Why don't we have a radar gun here? Do we?
At the plate for the Marauders, third baseman, number 3, Dawson Shelburne.
Dawson Shelburne, who made a sparkling play in the top of the second to get Marauders an out, will step in. Glowinski down at third after the triple that plated 2 runs. And Digman and Kometz fouled off to the right-hand side. And both of those runs would go unearned as Kometz was hit by pitch. Digman was walked. But they go down as a couple of RBIs for the shortstop, Jimmy Glowinski. From the stretch, it's J.P. Casey on in relief for Cole Maxwell. Stepping out, Dawson Shelburne. Open stance, Shelburne will dig back in from the right side. From the belt, here's the Casey offering. Curveball, hits outside corner of the plate. Shelburne down 0-2 in the count. Fastball fouled off right-hand side. Shelburne will stay alive. Bottom of the second, Marauders have put 2 on the board. Here's the pitch. Fouled off one more time. This one stays in the park. Casey from the belt. Curveball up high, just misses. Tried to get Shelburne to chase that one, but clearly above the belt. Shelburne back into the right side. Here comes the right-hander Casey. Swing and a miss on a slider. Nice pitch from Casey, who comes in to close out the inning. So 2 runs on no hits. 1 man left. Oh, no, check that. 1 hit. The big triple from Glowenke. 1 man left on. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. The Marauders lead it 2-1 over the visiting Allen Eagles. Back in a moment on CSR TV.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShockboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
Back in Flower Mound, Marauder Stadium, Kyler Murray, top of the order, back up for the Allen Eagles. Easley's first pitch was a ball. Murray hits it towards third, fielded by Dawson Shelburne on to first. What a no, got by him. Right fielder coming in, and I believe that'll go as an error on Dawson Shelburne on the throw. Rushed it knowing that he had the very speedy Kyler Murray out there, and Murray's going to jog down to second base. And a dangerous runner on base already. So E5 allows Murray to get to first base.
Number 6, Eric Edwards.
Eric Edwards will dig in here in the top of the 3rd. Allen down by a run. Don't have any stats on the Eagles, so we don't know if Murray, you would think he's a threat to steal as the fastball hits the outside corner for a called strike. But go ahead and give Matt Bernstein a chance. Love to see him gun him down at 3rd. Easily. Pitch, curveball, stays up high. He runs, and they got him. Actually, I think he may have been in, but the ball got there early, and the umpire rung him up. So Kyler Murray down at 3rd, and that erases a real good Allen potential. No respect for the all-world athlete there from the umpire. But frankly, it is what it is. Easley still struggling. Now 3-1 on the batter. Eric Edwards. So the put out 2-5 on the steal attempt. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Evens a count at 2-2. Pulled the string on that one. Looked like a changeup out of the hands of Ashton Easley. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Pitch, curveball, swing, strike 3. They'll tag Will Bernstein, and that'll erase the 2-hole hitter on the strikeout, number 3 for Ashton Easley. So far, 1 in each inning. And Cody Wernley, the first baseman, will head to the plate. On deck, if Wernley's not retired, is Alex McDonald. Alex Big Mac McDonald. Or quarter pounder or Filet-O-Fish, whatever you decide. Swing and a miss by Wernley. Doug Branch alongside Taylor Wilson running the camera out there. Taylor, you've been kind of quiet. Any comments yet on this one?
Just a beautiful night for some baseball.
All right. Let us know if it starts raining. Here's a shot. This is high into left field. Verplank underneath it. He'll call off the center fielder easily, and Verplank squeezes it for out number 3. Oh, I said, you're right. Thank you. Corrected. Nick Miner out there. So a fly ball to left field will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching and listening to Marcus Marauder Baseball here on CSR TV.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
Back at Marauder Field in Flower Mound. Marauders will send Nick Miner, Brendan Venter, and Matt Bernstein to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd. Miner against J.P. Casey, or P.J. What did I say it was? It's P.J. Casey, right? J.P. All right. J.P., P.J., tomato, potato. No, wait, that's not right, is it? Potato? No? It is right? All right. 1-1. Krishant Bernier. Sounds like a French actor, Bernier. Or what I do to hamburgers on a regular basis, Bernier. Shot up the middle. Pitcher's got it. Casey will run over and toss it to first, and Nick Miner is retired here in the bottom of the 3rd, 1-3. First baseman Brendan Venter heads to the plate.
First baseman, number 9, Brendan Venter.
Flew out. Nice play by the shortstop in the top of the 1st. Fastball misses outside. How about Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus? He might laugh. I mean, that might loosen him up. We're trying to pick a walk-up song. Shot! Left field! This is deep! To the wall! Back to make the catch is the left fielder on the warning track, and Venter got a lot of that one, but not enough. It's just a deep fly ball out to left field. Just misses a home run to about the 340 mark. And a nice play in left field.
17, Matt Bernstein.
By Strammel. Where did that lineup go I had? I had that little pink lineup you gave me, and I've lost it. It's down here on the floor, maybe? First pitch is a strike by the sounds I hear from here in the press box. There's one. Oh, there it is. Second pitch is a ball. Whoops. How'd that start? I wasn't even near that. That was interesting, wasn't it? Did you see that? Oh, you can't hear it. Commercial started, and I'm not even near it. Two balls and a strike. Swing. Foul ball way outside the right into the very well-lit Flower Mound tree. Wow. Knocked a cat clean out of the tree over there in right field. And it was not a Plano Wildcat. Although the Wolves will be in town on Friday. Is that right? No, that's not right. Plano West, they're the Wolves, but are they here or is that at Plano? Foul ball just gets out of play. He's going to save Matt Bernstein one more swing. So the Wolves are here. I should know this since I'm the person who's supposed to call the game, shouldn't I? I did see that. Congratulations to Mickey Mitchell and Soso Jamabo, DJ Hogue, Tyler Davis. These are memory. I called their game once, the semifinal or the final game over at Region. Who else is on that team? I can remember their name. That's about it. Anyway, fastball misses up high from Casey as a ghost slams the door. Full count on Bernstein. Should see a fastball. He'll call time and make the pitcher reset. 2-1. Marcus Marauder lead over the visiting Allen Eagles. District 6A action here from Marauder Field alongside Taylor Wilson running the camera. Doug Branch here. Pitch. Dribble towards third. Play at third. Come up throwing. And a nice dig over at first base. And Matt Bernstein is retired. So Ditzenberger to Wernley. And the Eagles are out of the bottom of the third inning. We head to the top of the fourth. When we get there, it's Alec McDonald, Tanner, and Aaron Strammel. Back on CSR TV in a moment.
Conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2nd, 2009, Zachary Schraw, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the number one cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
Back in Flower Mound. To the plate for the Allen Eagles, it's Alec McDonald. This one's popped up center field, easily ranging in to get it. Lifts the left hand and squeezes the leather. One out, one pitch. Efficiency so far here in the fourth from Easley. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? I'm so used to... No, Easley's out in right field usually, isn't he? Nick Miner. Nick Miner's out in center field. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Miner. Easley's on the mound. Miner in center field. And my mind is lost. But one out. And a nice one pitch, one out from the pitcher, Ashton Easley. I'll get myself together here shortly. Fastball misses inside, runs the count even to 2-0. Do you like that, even to 2-0? Because 2 and 0 are even numbers, even to 2-0. I knew that would go over your head, Brian. That's why I had to explain it to you. This is a bomb down the left field line, going to work its way into the Marcus bus area. And it's back to a 2-1 count on Tanner Gyermathy. Fastball. Back to an even count at 2-2. Brian, you pick up quick, don't you, buddy? Nothing gets past you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball drops in. Strike 3 called on Gyermathy. That's now a strikeout an inning for Ashton Easley. If he's able to take this through 7, well, then he would have 7 strikeouts. More than halfway there with 4 already. And Aaron Strammel, who made a nice play out in left field on the Brendan Venter bomb, steps in. Fastball, inside corner, just misses. Little bit of wind out of the south. You can see it when we widen out on the camera as the flag continues to dangle, blowing to the north. Gorgeous night here in Flower Mound. Here's the 2-0. Left field, hit hard. This is hooking, and it is down for a hit off the wall. Verplankel field, and throw into the shortstop, who does not cut it off. Lewanke doesn't get it. The runner not going to be able to advance as quickly. Alex Jackson's able to track it down. And a double for Aaron Strammel. So not only does he steal a hit from Venter about 20 yards from that location, he puts one right back in the same place that Verplank's not able to get to. And a stand-up double.
Number 4, Camden Harrison.
And the third hit of the game for the Allen Eagles. Thank you. Swing and a miss from Camden Harrison. Harrison is the center fielder that Jimmy Glowinky benefited from, took one step in and then said, whoa. Glowinky straight to 390 with a 2-out double. Actually, a 2-out triple, foul off to the right side, off the bat of Harrison. Tell you what, that's the deceiving thing about Jimmy Glowinky. Got a little pop in that bat. You think that thing's coming off, then all of a sudden it's over your head, and he can run. Setting up outside Bernstein. The 0-2 just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Got to believe that Ashton Easley's happy with that pitch because he hit it exactly where Matt Bernstein set up. Bernstein signals out to the pitcher. From the stretch, here's the kick. Fouled straight back. Reset here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the Marauders with a 2-1 lead here in District 6A action. Of course, in football, this would have been a tough game to swallow as Allen was real good this year. But baseball, different story. Changed the slipper on Cinderella to the Marcus Marauders. One of the top-ranked high school programs in the state of Texas and in the state of the United States of Texas. Yeah, we can secede. We're the only state that can secede from that union. We won't, but we could. Pitch, tap towards third. This will be foul as Paul Coe puts his hand out and knocks it down. And Jeff Sherman's going to chat to the mound. I'm not sure if Easley and Bernstein are on the same page as the head coach for the Marcus Marauders. So they will head out to the mound, and while they do that, let's pay a quick bill. Or a Paul or a Steve. This is a long one. It should take the full visit. Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital Flower Mound is your community hospital. The hospital is ranked number 1 as best place to work in modern health care in 2013 and voted best place to have a baby in Denton County by Child's Magazine. Texas Health Flower Mound is a fully equipped emergency rooms. I'll get it right in a moment. With state-of-the-art diagnostic technology and on-site labs, the facility is a full-service facility providing high-tech, cutting-edge care. Texas Health Flower Mound is committed to taking care of the needs of you and your family. To find out more information about the facility and to find a physician, go to TexasHealthFlowerMound.com. I need to talk to whoever's writing the copy. Goodness. Easley. Right field. Heading for it. Dignam. And Hill saved the pitcher and out. 4 batters up. 3 batters down. We will head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Marcus leads it 2-1. It'll be Patrick Kometz, Alex Jackson, and Bryce Verplank when we come back here on CSR TV.
Up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Take me out to the ball game.
Stepping in from the left side, dribbler towards the pitcher, Kometz. Throw on to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. Not fully committed on that one was Patrick Kometz. Goes 1-3 for a putout.
Now batting second baseman, number 8, Alex Jackson.
The second baseman, Alex Jackson, now steps in, hitting .318 on the young season. Jackson was erased on a double play, but not this time as he just about takes the hand off of P.J. Casey. I mean, he reached out there with the left hand, and when he pulled it back, he was glad that he did not touch that ball. Checked for 4 phalanges. I believe that's what you call those, don't you? Fingers, phalanges. It's been a long time since I was in biology. Anyway, a hit for Jackson down at first. Singles up the middle. Right. Swing and a miss from Verplank. Jackson decides to retreat to first as the catcher, McDonald, is able to knock it down and get back to it. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Marauders lead it 2-1. Every game in District 6-6A will be important. Number of good baseball teams. Actually, 4 of the top, 10 teams in the state are in District 6-6A? Shot Verplank to second. This will be the second double play he's hit into. And that'll end the inning just like that, erasing Jackson. 4-3 and then on, or 4-6 and then on 6-3 to first base. So Verplank has hit into a couple double plays, and that ends the inning. Back with the top of the 5th. It's Marcus Marauder Baseball here on CSR TV.
game.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for Team Middle Management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Back at Marauder Field, first pitch from Ashton Easley is a ball. Second pitch down low is also in the dirt and a ball to Dylan Ditzenberger. Ditzenberger walked in the second inning. Three balls and no strikes on the hitter. Easley from the windup. Fastball misses way up high. Have to wonder if Coach Jeff Sherman's going to get some action in the bullpen right here. Easily just, you don't want to start putting runners on when you're only up by a digit, especially leadoff runners. 4 straight balls and the walk issued to the third baseman, Ditzenberger. So he trots down to first base. Paul Coe will come down and talk to his shortstop, Mason LaPlante. Say that one more time, LaPlante. Would expect the sacrifice to be on here. It is. Pitch down a little bit low, misses. 5 balls now in a row out of the hands of Ashton Easley. Breaking hard at third is Shelburne. Easley's going to have to cover the first base line. Here's the pitch, fouled off to the screen. You know, if you're batting for a sacrifice, don't you think you just square around and make sure you get it down? That looks like he's trying to bunt for a hit. Good for us, though, because it's harder to handle the bat. Us as in Mark us. Here's the pitch. Dribbler up forward. Jackson's got it. One play to first. He makes it. And the sacrifice essentially goes 4-3 for Mason LaPlante, who's able to send Ditzenberger down to second. Back to the top of the order and the very dangerous Kyler Murray.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 7, Kyler Murray.
Murray reached on an error and then was erased trying to steal third base in the third. Murray from the right side. Here's the pitch, curveball, drops in, not close enough for a strike. Just a wee bit high. Easley's got the sign. From the belt, here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, up high. Challenged him right at the shoulders. And Murray not able to catch up. 1 ball and 1 strike on the All-American. First player, I believe, ever to play in the Under Armour baseball and football showcase game. Headed off to down to third. 1 play. It's over to first, and a nice throw this time from Shelburne to erase the very speedy Kyler Murray. One of the things I would be willing to bet Jeff Sherman would tell you is they have to keep that young man off the bases to win this baseball game, and so far they have done a nice job. 3 times he's hit it to third base. 2 times Shelburne has been able to erase him once. Matt Bernstein was able to erase Murray down at third on a steal. Here's the pitch from Easley. Curveball, nice pitch. Back door, and it doesn't drop in for the strike, just a little inside. It's Eric Edwards for the Allen Eagles. Two down, runner at second is Dylan Ditzenberg. Fastball misses just inside. I'm starting to get the umpire's calls. When he misses, he'll look the direction that it's a ball. And whether he does that on purpose or not, you have to watch. Watch. If it misses inside, he just kind of looks to the inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball misses up high. He doesn't look to the sky there, though. Or if he did, it was a quick one with his eyes. Can't see it. 3 balls, no strikes. Wernley would be next if Eric Edwards were to reach. Easley with the pitch. Fastball, miss it. Oop, got it. Just on the outside corner as Bernstein does a nice job to frame that one. 3 balls and a strike now on Eric Edwards. Edwards is the right fielder for the Allen Eagles. Marcus leads it 2-1, top of the 5th. Another fastball down low. That'll send Edwards to first base on the walk. Cody Wernley will step in.
First baseman, number 9, Cody Wernley.
Two runners on, need a strikeout here or an easy ground ball. Can't tell if anybody's warming up in the dugout. I guess they wouldn't warm up in the dugout, would they? Down in the bullpen. If they warm up in the dugout, they're not going to get a very good throwing session in, are they? Easley with the called strike on the inside corner to the 3-hole hitter, Cody Wernley. Sometimes I even amaze myself. Here's the 0-1. Off speed in the dirt. Bernstein's got him tied up. Run at him. Now they'll throw to second. They've got him tied up between the bases. Glowenke throws it. They're going to run him all the way back, and he should be out. He missed him. They call him safe. Now he'll be out. No, they call him safe there. Wow, and Marcus, and here comes Sherman. How he doesn't run out of the line. And Jeff Sherman is going to speak with the field umpire who, frankly, if you put out a coach's survey, I'm going to assume that both of them are going to give him a failing grade. Not to fault anyone, but I really would have liked to seen Bernstein run more right at the runner and make him commit one time and make one throw. But as it turns out, Dylan Ditzenberger is down at third. Now Bernstein's got to be a wall. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. One good pitch could get Easley out of the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Hit into right field. This is deep. It's going to get down. Base hit. Runner will score. Wernley's going to turn and head for third. He'll stop at second. And that was 2 runs across, was it not? A 2-out double for Cody Wernley. And the Eagles are back in front. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, tells you how important it is to be efficient with the rundown. They could have been out of the inning, still with the lead. And now Alex McDonald, the catcher, the cleanup hitter, heads to the plate. A 2-out, 2 RBI effort for Marcus, and now matched by Allen. And they lead it 3-2. Here's the pitch from Easley. Curveball, called strike. Edwards and Ditzenberg score. Another called strike from Easley, who's now starting to pound the strike zone one more time. 0-2 count. Don't make a mistake right here, young man. Outside pitch coming, swing and a miss. Bernstein will throw on to first, and retired with the strikeout is Alec McDonald. So damage was done. A hit, 2 runs, 1 man left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Allen has fought back. They lead it 3-2. Marcus Marauder Baseball here on CSR TV. Back in a moment.
Place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for Team Middle Management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need Stacky, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. Stacky is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. Statgeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Back in Flower Mound, alongside Taylor Wilson, running the camera, Doug Branch, CSR TV's presentation of Marcus Marauder Baseball. The Allen Eagles put 2 across in the top of the 5th inning, and they lead it 3-2. Jack Digman, who has scored, walked and scored in the 2nd inning, will be up for the Marauders. It'll be Digman, Glowenke, and Shelburne for the Marauders. Oh, there went all my stuff again. Swinging a foul ball from Digman runs the count even at 1-1. Communicating information connects your business. Transporting information connects ours. For over 20 years, Able Communications has helped businesses connect with commerce by providing secure and reliable solutions for their communication needs. Let us help you stay connected. Able Communications, connecting companies, connecting you, helping Jack Dignam connect on a hit. Pitches up high, evens the count at 2-2. Casey with the delivery. Misses outside. Full count. Rapid Med Urgent Care Flower Mound, or Check That Care Center in Highland Village, provides Southern Denton County families with state-of-the-art emergency medical care right in your neighborhood. Checkups to broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and more. As Jack Dignam walks, you can count on Rapid Med for all your medical needs. Rapid Med is proud to provide the latest in concussion management through the IMPACT program in partnership with the Texas Health Sports Network. Rapid Med Urgent Care Center is dedicated to providing you with quality care quickly. Visit rapidmed.com. Glowenke looked to be the hero of this game with a triple that plated a couple runs for the Marauders in the 2nd. He's going to have to try and do it again. Runner on first, Digman. He's going to bunt. This is in the air. Gets down. And Glowenke is able to sacrifice. Nobody covering third, but the shortstop, or the second baseman, I guess it's a shortstop, goes running that way in front of Dignam. So a nice sacrifice by Glowenke. That'll go 5-3 on the putout. And Digman, after the walk, is down at second base in scoring position. And Scott Hastings is going to come in to hit for Dawson Shelburne.
Now batting for the Marauders, number 16, Scott Hastings.
Thank you for the cold waters. Casey on the mound, behind the plate. McDonald for Allen. They lead at 3-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Runner down at second is Dignam. Or did they just run for him? Nope, that's still him. Scotty Hastings at the plate. Left-hander. First pitch, shot down the third baseline, just foul. That would have been extra bases had it been fair. Hastings, in limited at-bats, is hitting .333 on the season. No balls and a strike on the big left-handed hitter. Fastball, tails outside. Runs the count even to 1-1. Marauders are 1-0 in district. I believe Allen is 0-1. I know they lost to McKinney Boyd. They may be 1-1. 0-2? We're 2-0? We beat Louisville. Who else do we beat? Oh, that's right. It was a away game. Yeah, see, I think it's just the home games. We're 1-0 at home. Sorry. Yes, you are correct. And that was a 2-1 game, wasn't it? Or a 3-2 game? It was a one-run game, wasn't it? 3-2. I'm vaguely remembering that. Here's the pitch. Shot down third. Fair ball! Fair ball! Coming in to score. Dignan rounds third. And the home plate umpire has called it foul. Wow. Jeff Sherman doesn't quite get that one. But he's not arguing it, so maybe it was the right call, as he's actually the closest one to third base. So Hastings will dig back in from the left side, down 1-2 in the count. Here's the pitch from Casey. No, he did not go around. No way. No way. Somebody give this guy a super buffet certificate.
Now batting, number 19, Drew Jackson.
I don't homer too much, but there's no way that he offered at that pitch. Drew Jackson, brother of Alex Jackson, older brother, I should say, of Alex Jackson, is going to come in to hit for Nick Miner. And this could be now they have the ability still to come in and hit and then take them back out for defense, right? They can go right back in again. Been watching too much training camp down in Phoenix, Ranger stuff. And, of course, in Major Leagues, you can't do that. Curveball misses outside. Good eye from the left-hander, Drew Jackson. Jackson hitting for Miner. Fastball, called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Drew Jackson hitting, just a hair below 200 on the season. Limited at bats. Here's his pitch. Fouled off. One ball, two strikes on Jackson. 2 outs. Runner down at second is Dignam. Thought he had scored on a Hastings double down the third base line, but the umpire called it foul. Here's the pitch. Shot down the left field line, foul. They're just a hair off of Casey, just a little quicker bat, and Jackson's going to get himself a base hit. Up next, it'll be the first baseman, if Jackson's able to reach, Brennan Venter. Casey will step off and chase Dignam back to second. He reestablishes the lead. Here's the pitch. Just low. 2-2 the count. Nice eye by Jackson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Marauders trail by a run, 3-2. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Up high, fastball or curveball, misses. Runs the count full. Any possibility that the Riverboat Gambler puts Dignam in motion down at second. Jackson should see a fastball here. Can't get on the same page with the catcher. Is Casey or PJ Casey? Or was it JP? JP, whatever. Here's the pitch. Foul left side out of play. Almost got Coach Jeff Sherman down there in the third base coaching box. Which I guess if you don't line the box, then you really can't be out of the box, can you? A cerebral move by the field operations staff here at Marauder Field. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing miss. Fouled off at the plate. Jackson able to stay alive. He'll get to see one more pitch from Casey. If Jackson is not able to reach base in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Venter, Bernstein, and Komet. So the heart of the lineup coming up. But you'd like to get this run home with 2 outs and at least tie the game. Here's the pitch. Gets away from the catcher. Going to third. Will Jackson turn and try and draw a throw? Nope. So he's on with a walk and on the pass ball, wild pitch. Pass ball. And we're going to have Michael Wheeler in to run for Jackson. Oh, no, wait. No, Nick Miner is going to re-enter as the pinch runner in his position. And the pitching coach for Allen, and I'm going to guess that's Jeremy Wilson, is headed out to the mound to talk to his right-hander. While he does that, let's tell you that Salerno's Italian Restaurant is a family tradition serving Flower Mound since 1985. We offer rehearsal dinner, birthday, and catering packages. Hey, Drew, maybe we could get some commas in there? Oh, it's not? Salerno's, true taste, true Italian. Also visit our sister restaurant, The Grotto in Highland Village, specializing in steaks, seafood, and much more. A 4-star adventure. That's Salerno's Italian Restaurant. Who handed me these? I thought you did. Oh. Just checking. Got to keep you guys honest.
First base for the Marauders, number 2, Nick Miner. And at the plate, the first baseman, number 9, Brendan Venter.
Jackson draws the walk on the passed ball, Dignam down to third. So a runner 90 feet away. One more pass ball like that, and we got a tied game. And the guy you want at the plate, Brendan Venter. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Fastball, called strike. Casey not afraid to challenge the right-hander, Venter. Venter will dig back in from the right side. Sets the bat, ready to go. Miner getting a nice lead down at first. He'll go down in the dirt, and Miner's going to be up. Catcher indifference, won't even make a throw, but we'll give him a stolen base. And Nick Miner, if nothing else, on a ball hit deep into the left side of the infield, they'll have to make a play all the way to first now. Remember, that could be a key play, as Venter likes to go to the left side. They'll set up wide, looking for a fastball. Casey, the delivery, 1-1. Inside, hits him. And they're going to say, stay right there.
Hey, no one came to watch you.
Now they're going to talk about it. Jeff Sherman, is he I thought, well, that's what he was. I thought he was about to be sick on the field. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Sherman may have been ejected. No. If I were Sherman, I'd be telling this guy he'll never be back at this field again. I know that. So moving down to coach third base now will be assistant coach Kevin Williamson. Am I correct? All right. I didn't see his number. I just assumed. I don't know. I'll tell you what. We see one more of those. I'd kind of like to see Coach Sherman come out and Pete Rose this guy. Or no, what's his name? George Brett. I'd love to see the Sherman-George Brett move. Runners at second and third, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Down low and outside. Nice stop by McDonald there to save a run. I just don't see how you can get hit 2 times. He's not leaning over the plate.
That time he did have
a little? I mean, he's so far off the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, misses outside. The bases are loaded for Matt Bernstein. Bernstein. What did Bernstein do in his last at bat? Apparently I didn't write it down. Brian Kometz is going to let me know. As he pauses, puts me on pause. Paul Coe heads out, head coach for the Marauders. Grounded out to third. All right, so 5-3 on the putout. So he's flown out to right field, grounded out to third. Matt Bernstein is due for a hit. And that'll be it for Casey. They're going to bring in number 12, Danny Sigler. Senior will come into pitch, and while he does that, we will pay some bills. Raising Cane's prides itself on being a great community partner with the schools and organizations that are within the communities they serve. They are proud supporters of Marcus Baseball. Come see them at their new location, which would be their old location, which would be their location at Flower Mound, 3205 Justin Road, right behind Lowe's. As I believe this is year number 3 for me reading this same commercial. And again, Texas Presbyterian or Health Presbyterian Hospital Flower Mound is your community hospital. The hospital is ranked number 1 as best place to work by Modern Healthcare in, why wouldn't that be Modern Healthcare magazine? By Modern Healthcare? I guess it is. Anyway, in 2013. And voted best place, I can't even say this because it has baby in it. Best place to have a baby in Denton County by Child's Magazine. Texas Health Flower Mound has fully equipped emergency rooms with state-of-the-art diagnostic technology and on-site labs. The facility is a full-service facility. The facility is a full-service facility. Say that 3 times fast. Providing high-tech, cutting-edge care. Texas Health Flower Mound is committed to taking care of the needs of you and your family. Find out more information about the facility and find a physician. Go to www.texashealthflowermound.com. Physician. Goodness gracious. Okay, until these things are rewritten, I'm not going to do them on Friday. Goodness. There's no commas. It's like a guy that stutters. Facility. Who is that guy that used to chase the rabbit? Elmer Fudd. Facility. That's all, folks. Yeah, there you go. So let's reset it. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Bases are loaded. The new pitcher of record will be Danny Sigler. Sigler, the right-hander, from the mound. Here's the pitch. Fastball, high and outside. A walk would be outstanding. I broke my pen. What happened? One of these cheap ones they send you in the mail. Oh, fixed. All right, ball and no strikes. Bernstein calls for time. It's honored. Jeff Sherman has been relegated to the bucket, where, frankly, I believe a lot of people can call the balls and strikes better. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runs the count even at 1-1. Bernstein, a .407 hitter, but hitless here tonight. Contacted the ball twice, once to deep right field, once to third base. Needs a base hit. Infield is medium depth. Pitch is down low. 2 balls and a strike. Bernstein, if he can be patient enough, draws a walk, gets an RBI, and ties this game. Down at third, Jack Digman. Here's the pitch. Misses outside again. 3 balls and a strike. Tell you what, if you want a ball to hit, it should come right here. Digman at third. Out at second, it's Nick Miner. Down at first, Brendan Venter. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4, and we're tied. Nice patient at-bat and an RBI to Matt Bernstein on the walk. As Jack Dignam scores from third. Move everybody up 90 feet. And Michael Wheeler will run for the catcher, Matt Bernstein.
For the Marauders, number 22, Michael Wheeler. And at the plate, the designated hitter, number 28, Patrick Kmet.
Out of the vocal cords of David House, you heard it. Patrick Kmetz to the plate, the cleanup hitter. Here's the pitch. Fouled off right side. And
Now
Kyle
running
Gracie
for the Marauders, number 15, Kyle Gracie.
comes in to run for the first baseman, Brendan Venter. I'm assuming that will be a substitution, and then Venter will come right back onto the field. But we'll hope that it is after a few more Marcus Marauder runs. Bases are chucked. Kmetz at the plate. No balls and a strike. Shot down the first base line, foul. No balls and 2 strikes on the cleanup hitter, Kmetz. If nothing else, we go to the top of the 6th, tied. Kmetz is going to have a conniption fit if he doesn't get a hit right here. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he swings right through the high fastball. But more importantly, a run comes across on the walk to Digman, to Matt Bernstein. Digman scores. So that's a run on no hits, 3 walks in the inning. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It's all tied at 3 from Marauder Field. You're listening to Marcus Marauder Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point, so visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Back in Marauder Field. Back. Check. Back at Marauder Field. Easley's first pitch is a ball. Second pitch, straight up. Shortstop. Glowinky will camp under this one. Hang time is amazing, but Glowinky, enough time to get there. And 2 pitches and 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning for the Marcus Marauders.
Now batting left fielder number 10, Aaron Strammel.
Geyer-Mathy flies out. Here's Strammel. Strammel watches a beautiful curveball that must have been low. Here's a ball straight up. Venter in foul territory. Going to back up and glove it. And that's 4 pitches and 2 outs for Ashton Easley. We talked about it here in the booth momentarily. He's got 87 pitches now, 91. And he needed a quick inning. Well, so far, we have gotten our wish.
Now batting center fielder number 4, Camden Harrison.
So a fly to short, a pop out to first, and Camden Harrison, who has struck out and doubled at the plate, watches a ball from the hand of Ashton Easley. Where did I just hear somebody? Oh, they're hitting in the cage. I was going to say, I just heard a bat hit a ball. Yeah. Easley. They square around, takes a strike on the outside corner. First time to see Easley here on a CSR TV broadcast this year. Has been effective. Curveball towards Glowinky. Lined up perfect. Throw on to first. Easy inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Marauders. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It will be Alex Jackson, Bryce Verplank, and back to Jack Dignam. That's when we return on CSR TV.
Want to reach local, community-minded folks with information about your business? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games for more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. It's also a way for your business to give back to the community by helping all these well-deserving student athletes get some recognition for their accomplishments. The cost simply can't be beat for the effect it will have. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and best of all, it provides an opportunity for the best advertisement of all, word of mouth. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
Getting born in the state of Mississippi.
Leading off for the Marauders in the bottom of the
Leading off for the Marauders, Alex Jackson.
Number 8, Alex Jackson.
Marauders need base runners. Jackson does have plus speed. From the left side, working against Sigler. Sigler will deal. Misses inside. Tied at 3. District 6-6A action from Flower Mound's Marauder Field. Fastball misses high to Jackson. 2 balls and no strikes on the Marauder Junior. Been erased 2 times now on Verplank double plays. This is a ball up high, 3-0. Reached on a walk. In the first. There's a strike called. 3 balls and a strike on Alex Jackson, second baseman for the Marcus Marauders. Fastball, strike 2. Committed to Wichita State. Swings, fouls it off. Stays alive as it catches the umpire on the hand. And a nice move by the catcher, McDonald, heads out to give old Graybeard a little time to shake it off. I think that's a fair assessment. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play, left side. Listen for the window. Nope. Full count. Bottom of the 6th, leadoff hitter is Alex Jackson at the plate for the Marauders. Pitch from Singler. Left field. This is hit hard, but foul all the way over into the hitting tunnels. Apparently somebody's pulled a car into the hitting tunnels. Still a full count. Jackson in from the left side. Here's the pitch. This is fouled back to the net. Jackson staying alive. And no, that's not a Bee Gees song. As McDonald will head out and talk to Danny Sigler. Sigler will toe the rubber. 66 away from the hitter, and Jackson gets hit with a curveball in the back. And Jackson actually looks back to see if he was calling it for ducking in. Good thing he didn't get thrown out there for showing up the official, because that was kind of funny. Curveball pegs him right on the 8. And
now batting the left fielder, number 25, Bryce Verplank.
A good runner down at first. Now, Verplank, unfortunately, has grounded twice into double plays. We'll have to see if Sherman takes the bat out of his hands and has him sacrifice Jackson over to second in a tie game. No. Swinging right through the fastball is Bryce Verplank. No balls and a strike. Reaching on the walk, Alex Jackson. Every time that door opens, it's windy in here. Sigler with the pitch, misses with the curveball. Verplank very patient at the plate. Six 6'5", 210 steps in. They'll throw over to Chase Jackson back. One pitch coming. Throw back over to first again. Jackson in easily. Jackson has definitely got Sigler's attention, with good speed down at first base and a healthy lead. Comes to the plate. Fastball, strike. Verplank gets the call from Jeff Sherman, who's on the bucket. Down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Sigler. They'll throw back over to first one more time to keep Alex Jackson honest. Here's the pitch. Shot right field. It's going to go foul, but well hit. Verplank at 6'5", 215 is what I would assume the prototypical looking hitter. If he catches a ball, it's going to rocket off the bat. I was fortunate to be out here for a practice last week, and there was a distinct difference when he was swinging the bat from some other of the folks that were in the hitting tunnel. 1-2. This is flared to second base. It'll stay in the infield, and Verplank will be retired on the pop out. To the second baseman, Geiermathy. Verplank 0 for 3 on the night.
Now batting right fielder, number 20, Alex Albright.
Alex Albright, who came in for Jack Dignam in the top of the inning to play defense in right field, will step in. Throw over to first. Jackson back in easily. Oh, my goodness. I just saw what showed up. Holy cow. It can't be. It isn't. It is. It's a Earl Campbell smoked sausage. Courtesy of the wonderful ladies, I'm assuming, are all over there in the concession stand tonight. I know, but usually the ladies are making the good stuff, so I'm just going to say the ladies in the concession. Get over there. They got great food. Fresh hamburgers cooked on the grill. Swing by Albritton misses. Or Albright, excuse me. I said Albritton. Albright, the junior outfielder. I guess if I could read better, I would have just looked up and saw what was there, but I didn't. Fouled off. Right-hand side. Albright stays alive. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ashton Easley is 3 outs away from at least getting through the original scheduled 7 innings here at Marauder Field. Sigler to the belt. Here's the pitch. Wide right. Must like the Florida State Seminoles. I'm glad Brian Kometz is next to me. At least I've got somebody that does laugh occasionally when I say something that I think is funny. Sigler with the pitch. Way outside one more time. This one's low of the crossbar. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter, Albright. On the season. Well, I do not see any stats for Albright, so this may be his first at bat. Oh, nope, I do. He's at the very top. 333 on the season. He is 3 of 9. This one's up in the air. Jackson's got to get back, or this is going to be a double play. Play is made, flipped onto first. Safe. They dropped the ball. Or did they? Where did the ball go? Dropped it. Okay, so Jackson's able to get back. Put that in your notes. Jackson running on the play. It was a hit and run. Albright pops it up to the first baseman, who's about, 3 steps away from the base, and instead of running it over and making a play, he tosses it, and it doesn't work out. And now, Lewanke, who tripled, got 2 RBIs in the 2nd inning, will step in. And I believe it was a 2-out triple. Let's see if he can do it again. Jackson has already scored. Speed at first. First pitch is a fastball that just catches the outside corner. Challenges him inside and catches it. No balls and 2 strikes now on the Marauders shortstop, Glowinski. Here's the pitch. Fastball up high. Tried to get him to chase a bad pitch. No luck in doing so, I should say. To no avail is what I was thinking. Couldn't get it out. Brain freeze. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sigler on the mound for the Allen Eagles. We're tied at 3. Runner at first is Alex Jackson. Here's the pitch. Curveball may have got him. Yes, did. So Glowinski down looking. We head to the top of the 7th inning. We're tied at 3 back on CSR TV after a word from our wonderful sponsors.
Many heart conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2, 2009, Zachary Schroff, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the #1 cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
Easily back for the top of the 7th inning. Up to bat for the Allen Eagles is the pitcher, Casey. Is that correct? Oh, I'm sorry, the third baseman, Ditzenberg. Looked like it was a 13. 17, shot up the middle, Glowinski back in the hole behind the base. Throw on to first, and 2 pitches and 1 out. Another quick start for Ashton Easley.
Now batting shortstop, number 5, Mason LaPlante.
Mason LaPlante, properly pronounced, sees a fastball up high from Ashton Easley. 1 out here, top of the 7th. Down low. 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter. Left field, deep ball. It's going to work its way foul, so it doesn't matter how far he hit it, other than the fact that Verplank not able to get to it. Easley's gone the whole way for the Marauders, who play again tomorrow night at Flower Mound. Fly ball. Third baseman. Hastings coming. Nope, overran it, and it wasn't Hastings. It's Dawson Shelburne. Overruns the ball, and it drops foul. He may have been bothered by the group of girls on the front row who started screaming as they thought they were going to get hit. 2-2 is the count. 1 out. Here's a pitch. Curveball. Won't give it to him. Three and two. Easley will deliver. Sawed off towards third. This time, Shelburne's got it. Much easier play, and he does a great job getting the second out here of the top of the seventh inning for the Marauders. I believe a 7 o'clock start time tomorrow night at Flower Mound. Is that correct?
Now batting the designated hitter, number 7, Kyler Murray.
Is there? Okay, 7:30 start time, I'm being told. You can see it and hear it here on CSR TV. Thomas Lee and Alex Derling with the call. Curveball. That's see you later. Kyler Murray. Oh, that's only his first strike. What am I saying? I missed the pop-up on LeBlanc. That was an F5. So Murray sees a curveball. Kind of kept him in check. Fastball down low. Still not sure why he's not playing. I wonder if he's somehow injured. Just DH. He's what? Swing and a miss. No balls. Oh, check that. A ball and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Kyler Murray, DHing. Reached on an error. That curveball misses up high. Runs the count even to 2-2. And then he's grounded out 2 times to Shelburne down at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Curveball to third, foul. Tell you what, if I'm Dawson Shelburne, I'm hanging real close to that line because that's 4 balls now. 4 balls now, and if he gets one down the line, you can bet he's going to get 2 out of it, maybe 3. 2-2 count. Easley will deal. Fouled off at the plate. Off the shoulder of Matt Bernstein, but he seems to be okay. Murray will dig back in from the right side. Here comes the pitch. Curveball, swing, fouled it off his leg. It'll stay in fair territory, but it's a dead ball. I'm not really sure why I keep stats when I have the game changer I can go to. It's all right here. Yeah, what more could one need? Stats, sausages, and water. Not in that area. This is a high fly ball. It is going to get out of bounds. Out of bounds. Into the dugout. Ooh, may have hit somebody on the head in there. That's out of bounds. Foul territory. Out of play. Whatever. Out of bounds. Are you making fun of me? You thought it was a football call? Out of bounds. Oh, March Madness. I like that. Not sure. It hit hard on the ground and then went over the dugout. In the dugout. The 20 or so bodies there had to bail out of the way. Murray still alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tell you what, it'd be interesting if Easley had a nice changeup to pull the string right here. Because Murray is definitely on his fastball. Here's the pitch. Nubber down to third. Fielded. Throw on to first. Good throw. Got him. Wow, this guy is just not very good down at first base calling outs. And, of course, Jeff Sherman comes out and tries to implore his third baseman to charge the slow roller, which he did not do. He made a good throw. Nice stretch by Brendan Ventnor. But Kyler Murray is able to leg that one out for a single, his first hit of the game. And now Eric Edwards to the plate. You got to expect Murray's going to try and get into scoring position quickly. Medium lead at first. Now he takes an extra step. Here's the pitch. Down low. Bernstein's got it. He'll hold Murray at first. Ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Are we at 9? Is it really 9:44? Wow. 9:44 in Flower Mound. Pitch. Fly ball. Left field. Third baseman rolling back under it. Glowinky's there also. It comes back into fair territory, but Dawson Shelburne is able to squash the Allen opportunity. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're tied at 3. Back on CSR.
Brought to you by Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's prides itself on being a great community partner with schools and organizations
In a moment.
that are within the communities we serve. We are proud
Heart conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2, 2009, Zachary Schroff, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the number one cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
Head back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Marauders will have a chance to win it here. We're tied at 3. District 6, 6A action. Marauders 2-0 in district. I believe Allen is 1-1. Josh Ringsdorf will hit for Dawson Shelburne. Ringsdorf was real good in the playoff run for this Marauder team that took them to the area finals last year. Played, if I remember, he played a lot of first base. I'm not sure what the delay is here. Ringsdorf will step in from the left side. Sigler delivers. Outside strike. No balls and a strike on the hitter, Josh Ringsdorf. Here's the pitch. Nub towards third. It's going to be easy play by the third baseman, Ditzenberger, and we've got one out. And Nick Miner heads to the plate for the Marauders.
Now batting for the Marauders, center fielder number 2, Nick Miner.
One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Did they do a California tiebreaker? Oh, I'm kidding. Yeah. 2 outs. One out here in the bottom of the 7th, Miner up. Curve ball in for a strike. Pitcher not throwing with a lot of velocity, but Marauders are being very patient. Miner. Same pitch, same effect. Strike 2. Wasn't looking for that pitch. Up next, Brendan Venter. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Runs the count to 2 balls and a strike. On the Marauder center fielder, Nick Miner. We're tied at 3. Bottom of the 7th. 1-2. Did I say 2-1? Fouled off right into the Allen dugout. Well, now it's 2-2. No, check that. It's 1-2. Same count, isn't it? I wish I had an engineer back at the station that could dump all my mistakes. I guess I could do that. I just hit the mute button, right? Keep it held. Taylor, you got anything out there? Weather still the same?
Weather's still the same.
All right. Doug Branch alongside Taylor Wilson. Well, I guess behind, actually, not alongside. 2-2 as the ball misses outside. Taylor running the cameras, giving you the visuals for those of you around the country watching Marauder baseball on CSR TV. We thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow night it'll be Thomas Lee and Alex Durling from the mound in Flower Mound. Here's the pitch. Shot up the middle. He's got a chance on the big hop. It's not fielded, and Nick Miner is on at first base with a base hit. And the crowd is happy to see that.
Now batting first baseman, number 9, Brendan Venter.
Brendan Venter will step in with a chance to end this game with one swing. 2 outs to work with. Miner with plus speed at first. Will the Riverboat Gambler from the dugout on his new bucket put him in motion? Was not ejected, was just politely asked to stay in the dugout. First time this year. Pitch. Singler. They got him caught. They're going to catch him on the... Miner. It's called out. And I'll tell you what. Somebody in the booth, correct me if I'm wrong, but every call has gone against us. I think we have 2 officials here that could get blacklisted tonight. Is that what you call it when you don't want them to come back to your blacklist them? Oh, wait, that's a show on NBC, the Blacklist. No, a hit list is when you don't want them to show up ever again. Where do you go to, Marcus? The hit list and the blacklist. Here's the pitch to Venter. Swing and a miss. High fastball he can't catch up with. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Who's the guy that's the actor on the blacklist? James Spader, yes. One and one count on the board. Pitch fouled off. Continue to go high on Venter, and he continues to chase. Ball and 2 strikes on the first baseman. If the Marauders are not able to get a run across, we head to 8. Here's the pitch. Right field. High fly. Will it work out of bounds? It will not, or out of play. And the right fielder is there and can't make the catch. Where am I coming up with out of bounds? I've been watching too much football. I guess basketball, since I do NBA D-League action. There's lots of out of bounds there. And they're chiming in from around the world that hit list is better than blacklist. Here's the 1-2. Fastball way up high. Venter lays off. 3-3, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Venter needs 1 pitch to deposit over the fence. Oh, and he got it! Way back! Deep into left field, and this one is gone! Walk-off home run! Brendan Venter ends it, and I believe I just called that. Venter gets a curveball, and no matter what the officials say, this ball game is now over. Walk-off home run for the Marcus Marauders. Back with the post game when we continue on CSR TV.
It is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShockboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
Back at Marauder Field on a dramatic walk-off home run off the bat of Brendan Venter. The Marcus Marauders steal one. Well, they almost got it stolen from them, but steal one from the Allen Eagles. And, Coach, I got to tell you, as Coach Jeff Sherman joins us here, right before that pitch, I said all he needs is one pitch to end this game. And your first baseman, former third baseman, which hopefully maybe we'll be back over there at some point this year, but more importantly, your two-hole hitter ends the game for you with one swing.
Yeah. He came up to me, and I was like, all right, we're going to go with Dobson there in the 8th. And I go, okay, is he ready? Venter comes up to me and goes, Coach, don't worry about it. And so I guess I didn't worry about it.
It is what it is. Now I got to ask you, how good is the view from your bucket? Don't get yourself in trouble here. But this has got to be one of the more frustrating games I've seen you had to deal with the umpiring crew. And And frankly, I'm at a loss for words. I'm sitting right behind the plate. I think maybe the second ball that hit Brendan Ventnor, he may have leaned on a little bit, but the first one, he just turned away from it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the explanation you get on that? Or do they even really give you one?
They don't get. I mean, they said he has to get an attempt to get out of the way. Well, when the ball's coming at you, I don't know about you, but you got to flinch, you do something. It's a natural instinct, and so for them to sit there and tell you that he's not getting out of the way is a bunch of baloney.
He's in
These
the
are high
batter's
school
box.
kids.
Isn't he entitled to the batter's box?
So,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. We won't go any farther with that. Big victory for this team. I know it's early in the season, 3-0, but you got a huge game tomorrow night against Flower Mound, and you don't want to go into it at 10 o'clock at night with a loss having to roll over to Peters Colony Road.
Yeah. We got to play better. It's point blank. I mean, those pitchers for Allen, they went Johnny Holstaff on us right there, and we get 4 hits, and obviously the one counted, and we get a home run right there. But, I mean, Weimer, their whole staff, I mean, at Flower Mound will dominate us if we don't make an adjustment, if we can't get clued into what they're trying to do to us and have an attack of what we're trying to do, and we dictate it. And, we're much better than the way we played the last 3 games. And we haven't clicked, and I take that as a good thing because we got a lot of work to do, and we're getting victories out of that, so I'm not upset by that by any means. I mean, it helps when you got a great pitching and you got guys that compete on the mound, and that helps you out. And we played good defense tonight, and we had a couple little mishaps, but we should have got that. I mean, the game should have been over before that.
Absolutely.
But they clutched up and got a great hit. So I mean, I'm not going to say that by any means. They got an advantage and they took out it. This 6-6A baseball right there. And I challenge the kids in the 5th, 6th, 7th. If you want to win this game, you got to win the 5th, 6th, 7th. And they go out and get 2, and we come back and get 2 in the last 2 to make it happen. But I'm proud of them. I'm proud of their competitiveness. There's something to when you know how to win. I mean, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it in the air. Everybody saw it here, and we did not play good baseball the way that we should, as far as from an offense. And I'll say this too is they were effectively wild to us. They kind of shut down our run game a little bit, and for them to be wild, and that's kind of counter. And we weren't putting good swings on, so that we made them good then too. And so. They had a good game plan against us, and we got to just get better at adjusting to that, because if we want to get to where we want to go, and especially in this district, we've got to make those adjustments, and we've got to be better athletes than the way we competed the last 2 or 3 games. It's kind of like we're getting into this rut. And some of that might be is we haven't been on the field and played and practice, and we're just playing games, and the rain has kind of killed us, and some things have hurt us a little bit, but there's still no excuse, and everybody's in the same boat. They are, we are, and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna make an excuse for that, but I know that the good thing that I can look at from watching this is we're winning games, not playing our best baseball, and if we continue to get better, I think Marauder baseball can look very good in the next couple of weeks if we continue to get better day after day.
Ashton Easley struggled a little bit mid-game, but you stayed with him. He had 87 pitches coming into the 7th inning,
yeah.
And you stayed with him there. The confidence I think that you show your pitching staff really is gonna be beneficial to this team as the season goes on. Jimmy Glowinski, sophomore, huge hit in the beginning of this game to get you up 2-1. Mm-hmm. Guys are stepping up. I know there's guys. You said it. They're not adjusting.
That's okay. Yeah.
But to be able to get ugly wins, and I call this an ugly win.
Yep.
Is good, because when you start playing good baseball, it comes so much easier.
Yeah, and I don't want to call this an ugly win. I just don't think we played to our potential, because I think it was a great game.
All right.
It was a great
I'll call
game.
it an ugly win.
Yeah, it was a great game that we ended up winning, because they executed when they wanted to. We just didn't execute the way that I wanted us to execute. And I thought they did the pitches that they needed to throw. We did the pitches we went. So back to your question is let me ask you this question I got 2 guys on my mound right now that were all district football players, all district baseball players. They know how to compete at a high level.
Right.
And you tell a competitor, say, hey, you want the ball? I mean, he's going to be like, heck yeah, and he's going to get after it. And so I'm going to let them have the confidence. They have the confidence.
Okay.
It's not really me to give to them. They just want the ball. And, and it's kind of funny because
Ashton.
Nichols,
No.
Ethan
Nichols.
Ethan played football growing up. He was a left-hand quarterback and competed and, played basketball all growing up. And then all of a sudden he just, 6'5" lefty. I mean, hey, I think I got some money in this one. And so
not hard to figure that one out.
He's another guy. He'll play anything. He'll compete against you, and that's what I like about him. Pilato was a nose tackle. Like those guys they get it. And so I'm really excited. That I got those guys. Want to compete and hate to lose, and that's it's kind of fun watching. They'll keep us in games.
How tough was it basically waiting all day on Saturday to find out if you were going to play, changing locations, guys getting ready to go, and then finally they pull the plug late in the afternoon saying we just can't get this done, move it to Monday. Now, it makes tomorrow night a tough game. You don't want to overlook tonight, and I don't think your team did, but tomorrow night and then another game on Friday, 3 games this week.
Yeah.
Is that going to now make this district, when you have to do that, who's got the deepest pitching staff?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if we want to make a run in the playoffs, you got to do this. I mean, these are teams you want to play. Allen, Flower Mound, Plano West, all the teams have winning records right there. I mean, those are guys. I mean, if we want to make a run, if we want to do what we want to do, we got to execute this week if it comes down to it. And that's I don't really care about, hey, who has the deepest pitch staff, who has all this kind of stuff. We just got to go out there and compete. Who cares about rankings, who cares about, but that day we're going to beat. And one thing I loved about last night, I watched Christian Leitner's thing last night.
I did also.
And I'm going to tell you this, that he said this. He said, tonight I'll be better than you. And he was talking about when they played the
Michigan, or was it?
No. It was to go to the national championships, it was UNLV. And he says, tonight I'm going to be better. We got to beat by 30, but we're going to beat them tonight, undefeated team. And that's what I want our guys to have that, fighter attitude. Like
have that heart.
Yes, that we're going to beat you. I'm going to figure out a way to beat you and keep you uncomfortable and do it. And, we haven't hit that stride yet. And hopefully tonight gives us a little bit momentum of confidence of saying, hey, ugly for us. We didn't execute the way we wanted to, but you know what? We won, but tomorrow, if we do what we did tonight, it's not going to be a fun game, because they execute the small game better than anybody in the state of Texas. And that's where Flower Mound is unbelievable at. They're not a team that's going to go home run like they used to. And they have a couple guys that can do that. But what they're going to do really good is they're going to be moving on the bases. They're going to try to execute, and they're going to force you to be perfect. And then they have the guys on the mound to make that happen. And with that, we have to counter that. We have to do the exact same. And we do that real well. We just got to be disciplined. We can't get picked off first base right there.
Right.
And
with the chance.
With the chance right there that a double, you score.
Yep.
We do a fake steal right there, and he gets too big and slips and just mechanically doesn't do it right, and he gets back. And I think he's safe, but you give the chance to the umpire, he's going to call you out 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, everything went against us tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, and so, hey, it is what it is, The good thing is I like how Ashton kept the best player on their team at bay.
Kyler Murray was held down.
Yeah, and I feel real good about that one. So, anyways. Well, I can get to my team, but I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by. A huge walk-off home run from Ashton Easley. Huge pitching from Ashton Easley. Huge home run from Brendan Venter to end this one in the bottom of the 7th inning, the walk-off variety. So we thank you for joining us here on on Marcus Marauder Baseball. Tomorrow night, it's Flower Mound and Marcus from the mound in Flower Mound. Thomas Lee will have the call along with Alex Sterling. Thank Taylor Wilson for being out here tonight. I'm Doug Branch. You have been listening to Marcus Marauder Baseball. Back on Friday with more action from Marauder Field. Signing off. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.